another entry from the Machinedrum Chronicles. I already prepared something and I want to use sample chains today to build a kit in the Machinedrum that consists of samples from a sample chain. A sample chain is basically one single sample that contains different samples in a sequence. It's easy to work with a rigid grid, but it's not necessary to do so. So like bass drum, snare drum, hi-hat, etc. And here I wanted to transfer 8 sounds from a kit here to there and then build the kit here. Let's see how far we get. These are the sounds. And I also want to have the tail of the reverb and delay in the samples. That's why I recorded that way. As I said, I already prepared something, so I made this pattern 2 bars long, because the maximum sampling time of the Machinedrum is 2 bars. And there I put the tricks for each of the 8 sounds. I distributed them evenly to these 2 bars, like the trick of track 1 is at the 1. The trick for track 2 is at the 5. So this is the second 8th of these 2 bars. The 3 is on the 9, the 4 is here, and then we have to switch to the second part of this sequence, and here. Okay, I think it's easy to understand what I did. So, sorry. These are the MIDI tracks. So you can change tracks by pressing track and the respective number. At the Machinedrum you can change tracks by pressing function and the respective trick button. So this is the sequence. So, and I wanted to have a little bit more of the reverb and delay tail in the sequence I want to record here. So that's why I reduce the tempo quite a bit. Well, let's see what 90 does. Oh, I already worked a little bit here, so I have to take that out. Okay, let's take that one. I already recorded a slower sequence so that we can also compare which one's better. So then I need one input machine. It's a RAM machine, RAM, and the RAM machine needs to be triggered once. And I could make a 2-bar pattern here, but I just set the record trick. Oh, you can't see that. I will move the camera a little bit. So, this is difficult. Here, I set the record trick here, and I will take it out. So now I will put the camera back so that you can see both machines. So, and the next is my playback channel, which I will later use for testing purposes. And this playback channel is off. Basically there's no programmed trick in it. So, and now let's go back to channel 14, which is the recommended first RAM machine channel, also by the labels here, and go to step record mode, and there still you can see that while it is there's still the record trick, and I will initiate to start a sequence from the Machinedrum. As in the last videos, these both machines are completely coupled. The audio out from the Machinedrum goes to the Digitect audio in, the audio out from the Digitect goes to the audio input of the Machinedrum, the MIDI out from the Machinedrum goes to the Digitect, and vice versa, the MIDI out from the Digitect to the MIDI in of the Machinedrum. And the Machinedrum is set to MIDI master, and the Digitect is set to MIDI sync slave. So the good thing is that you can also start the sequence from the Digitect, because the MIDI clock is running all the time, as you can see. No, you can't, but I will set the camera back a little bit. Oh, I think I broke something. It will work for this video. So, all right. Okay, so and as you can see here, there's 90, and this 90 is coming from here, 90 beats per minute. So let's get started. Everything is set, go. And after the first few notes, I will take out the record trick, because the sequence is 2 bars long, and here in the Machinedrum there's only 1 bar pattern, because I didn't want to make a 2 bar pattern. So now everything should be in the Machinedrum, and we will see if we succeeded when we go to the playback channel, and this is channel 14. Okay, the record channel is 13. Playback channel is 14, and we need to go out of step record mode in order to trigger it manually. Okay, what went wrong? Oh, for whatever reason I didn't save the kit, I think, when I prepared it. The length was still at 63 or 64, which is only 1 bar, so we have to repeat this, but as you heard, it worked well. So I went back to step record mode in the RAM machine. I set the record trigger at the 1, and I will start sequence again, take out the record trick, etc. So, and now out of step record mode, go to the track with the RAM playback machine, RAM playback machine. And that sounds quite nice, so I think I will save it, and I like it even better than the one that I did before. So in order to save it to one of the ROM slots, we need to use function global, enter, and then we have to go to file and sample manager. It is not important which of the functions we choose. I choose rename because I think I will want to rename it. Then we go to the buffer of the machine, of the RAM machine, and we can listen to it by pressing function and yes. And we can also listen to the previous version I made. I called it sample chain 80. I don't know why I chose 80. So yes, it has a little bit of more tail. So what's here? So that's the ROM machine. And in order to put it to one of the ROM slots, we need to select it and press function and clear paste, and then go to a free slot and press function and paste. So, and then it asks me if I really want to do it. I wanted to, and then it asks me again if I wanted to reload it, and I wanted to reload it. So now that this has been done, it's here in the ROM slot. And now we can assign it to any of these tracks. I will just demonstrate two instruments from that chain, just for proof of concept, and we'll come back later. Let's save first the kit. And okay, so now I need to decide where I want to put them. I think I will start with the 1, 2, 3, 4. I will start at track 5 because I want to populate these 8 slots with one of the samples from the sample chains each. So function and load tone. Oh, I like that sound. Let's just copy that on to another position. No, you need to go to step record mode, then you can copy the track, and this also copies the sound. Okay, let's go to track number 1, function track 1, step edit, function paste, and now it's there. Okay, and again, kit, save. So now I need to go back here, load tone, kit, edit, and I choose ROM, and slot 48, that's the one we just saved. So, and I also want to do this for the other slots, but I will do this by copying it. Now it should be here completely. Which it is. Again, step record mode, function copy, out of step record mode. Next track, step record mode, function paste, out of step. No, both tracks should have the sample. I will do it with a slight timing difference in order to hear it. Alright. So now the rest is done with the start and stop points. So and here I will just look for should be around 16 where it ends, and this is also true. Now the next track, so we will start at 17 or 16, we will see, and it should go to 32 or so. Alright, now we have the snare drum and the track 6 here, and the bass drum is here. So and now we can make a very quick pattern just for demonstration. So, and I need to silence the digitape for the demonstration, and let's just hear it. So a little bit of tweaking the instrument at the end. Now save the kit, and yes, I think I should name it in order to find it back. SC for sample chain, and we will continue later. See you then. So this is the second part where we just have to do the diligence work to complete the drum set. Last time we came so far to transfer all the samples to sample chain sample into the Machinedrum, and also to program two of the instruments already. Those both. And now we need to do this for what we need to do is to select the track and here again I need to put the microphone somewhere because my hands are too small. Well, it could work, but only for copy, not for paste. Function copy. In the step record mode, copy is also the sound. And then we select the next track. Go to step record mode. Oh, there is something, but not for long. So and then the next one, this time I take the wheel. And the next one, where are we? Here. So, and now we should have bass drums and all of these tracks. And select the third one. So the second one ended at 30 or 29 rather. So let's start this at 30 and end it at 46. Let's see. Again. Okay, so I made a mistake because I was confused about the track I'm in again. So now I'm in the right track. That one here. And I start with 30 and I go to 46. Okay, so this is ends at 48. And this is what we need to remember. Next track, go to 48. Oh, and if we put the end before the starting point, it goes backward. So 48 plus 16, 63 or something here. It's always plus 1 or minus. Ends at 64. Next one. Start at 65. And go to and go to 80. So next one, start at 81 and go to 96 or so. Right, next one, start at 97. And should go to 112 or so. So next one is the last one, start at 112 and or 13 and go to the end. Yes, and the crash that is there, and the crash tail is also in the hi-hat, so perhaps I'm shortening this. I'll do this part again, we'll see. now we've got the whole kit. Great. Kit. Save. This is important right now. And here sample chain, and so the next step for demonstrating it, we should take out all the tracks here. Well, I will do this in the next cut.